Hello students, my name is Ruchika. I welcome you to Success CD's Education. Here I have the current affairs MCQs for the month of September 2016. This is the second part of the video. So let's get started. Here is question number 36. Which Telugu writer has been conferred with the Murthy Devi Award of the Bharatiya Jnanpith for the year 2015? Now, out of these four options, the correct answer is the C option, Kolakaluri Enosh. He is Kolakaluri Enosh, and the Murthy Devi Award is an annual literary award in India presented by the Bharatiya Jnanpith organization for a work which emphasizes Indian philosophy and culture. In the year 2003, the prize included an amount of 1 lakh rupees, that is 1500 USD, a plaque, a statue of goddess Saraswati, and a shawl. And now the cash prize has increased to 4 lakh Indian national rupees, that is US dollar 5,900. This prestigious award was bestowed upon Kolakaluri Enosh, who is the former Vice Chancellor of SV University and a Padma Shri awardee, for his novel Ananta Jeevanam by the veteran art historian Dr. Kapila Vatsyayana at a function in New Delhi. Now here is question number 37. You have to name the city which hosted the 2016 BRICS Labour and Employment Ministerial Meet. Out of these four options, the correct answer is option A, New Delhi. The five major BRICS countries, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, participated at the two-day event held in New Delhi. The BRICS Labour and Employment Ministerial Declaration was also adopted at the end of these discussions. The areas of concern were employment generation, social security and sustainable development. The next question, number 38, is which country has won the gold medal in Kabaddi at the 5th Asian Beach Games? Out of these four given options, the correct answer is option C, India. Students, the 5th Asian Beach Games were held at Da Nang in Vietnam. The Indian women's team of beach kabaddi won the gold medal. In the final match, it defeated Thailand by a score of 41-31. With this, Indian women's kabaddi team has won the title for the record 5th time in succession. Let us go to the next question, number 39. When is the World Maritime Day celebrated? The correct answer is the fourth option, September 29. The theme for the year 2016 is shipping indispensable to the world. The IMO, that is the International Maritime Organization, celebrates the day on 29 September 2016. The World Maritime Day is an official United Nations Day. Every year, it provides an opportunity to focus attention on the importance of shipping and other maritime activities and to emphasize a particular aspect of IMO's work. The IMO was originally the Intergovernmental Maritime Consultative Organization, and its name was changed to IMO in the year 1982. Let us see the next question, number 40. You have to name the new project launched by the Government of India for integration of GST. The correct answer is A, Saksham. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved a Rs 2,256 crore outlay for Project Saksham, which is an initiative under the Central Board of Excise and Customs to bolster the information technology network for the new GST regime that the government intends to roll out from April 2017. The project Saksham will help in integration of CBEC IT systems with the goods and services tax network. Extension of Indian Customs single window interface for facilitating trade, other taxpayer friendly initiatives under Digital India, and ease of doing business of CBEC. The next question, number 41, you have to name the Indian state which has signed an MOU with ISRO to impart education. The correct answer is option A, Telangana. The Telangana government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Indian Space Research Organization to promote education. This MOU was inked between the Department of Information Technology, Electronics and Communication of Telangana government and ISRO's Development and Education Communication Unit. The organization will work towards improvement of the state's educational channel Mana TV. Question number 42 is, what was the rank of India among the 136 countries in the 2016-17 Global Competitiveness Index? The correct answer is the third option, 39th rank. India has been ranked 39th among the 138 countries in the 2016-17 Global Competitiveness Index. The index was released as part of the World Economic Forum's Global Competitiveness Report for the year 2016-17. India has emerged as the highest rising economy due to improvement in goods market efficiency, business sophistication and innovation. India's overall competitiveness has increased due to improvements in institutions and infrastructure along with recent reforms such as opening the economy to foreign investors and increasing transparency in the financial system. Let's go to the next question, number 43. Which day is observed as World Rabies Day? The correct answer is the second option, 28th September. The World Rabies Day is observed on 28th September across the world to raise awareness about the rabies disease and its preventable measures. Observance of the day seeks to raise awareness about the impact of rabies on animals and human beings. It also seeks to share information on how to prevent the disease. The theme for the year 2016 is Rabies: Educate, Vaccinate, Eliminate. This is an initiative of Global Alliance for Rabies Control. Observance of the day was initiated in the year 2007 to create a global opportunity for people to focus on rabies prevention. The day is annually celebrated on 28th September, that is the death anniversary of Louis Pasteur, a French chemist and microbiologist who had developed the first rabies vaccine along with his colleagues. Let us see the next question, number 44. Name the person who has been reappointed as President of the World Bank for the second successive term. The correct answer out of these four options is option number C, Jim Yong Kim. Jim Yong Kim has been reappointed as President of World Bank for a second 5-year term beginning 1st July 2017. He was unanimously chosen by the executive directors of the World Bank. He was the only candidate in a process. Jim Yong Kim is a South Korean American physician and anthropologist. He is the 12th president of the World Bank and for first time he was appointed in the year 2012. He was a global health leader and formerly the chair of Department of Global Health and Social Medicine at Harvard Medical School. The Forbes magazine has named him in its list of the world's 50th most powerful in the year 2013. Let us see the next question, number 45. You have to name Asia Pacific's first carbon neutral airport. The correct answer out of these four given options is option B, Indira Gandhi International Airport. Students, the Indira Gandhi International Airport at New Delhi has become Asia Pacific's only and one of the world's few airports to achieve a carbon neutral status. The Airport Carbon Accreditation Certificate has upgraded the IGI airport's status to level 3 plus, that is neutrality, that is the highest level for airports across the world. Less than 25 airports in the world, most of them in Europe, have earned this carbon neutral status. The airport boasts of green buildings, rainwater harvesting system, solar power plants, etc., which have helped it reduce and offset its carbon emissions. Here is question number 46. Name the newly appointed Director General of the National Disaster Response Force. Out of these four given options, the correct answer is option C, R.K. Pachnanda. Shri R.K. Pachnanda, who is an IPS officer of the West Bengal cadre appointed in the year 1983, is presently working as ADG CISF and has been appointed as Director General of NDRF from the date of joining the post and up to the date of his superannuation, that is up to 31st October 2018. Now here is some information about the NDRF. It is India's elite disaster mitigation combat force established under the Disaster Management Act 2005. It was established in the year 2006 and is headquartered in New Delhi. It functions under the aegis of Union Ministry of Home Affairs. Its main function is to undertake relief and rescue operations in the case of any disaster, accident, or emergency. Question number 47 is, what is the theme of the 2016 World Tourism Day? The correct answer out of these four given options is option B, Tourism for All, promoting universal accessibility. Students, the World Tourism Day is observed annually on the 27th of September to raise awareness about the importance of tourism. To foster awareness among the international community of the importance of tourism and its social, cultural, political and economic value. The theme for the year 2016 is Tourism for All, promoting universal accessibility. Celebrating the day, India will focus on cleanliness, security and better connectivity of tourist areas to boost tourism in the country. The Union Tourism Ministry will give impetus to the cleanliness initiative. The government has decided to ban polythene at all tourist spots from October 2nd, the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Besides, Swachh Paryatan Run will be flagged off and a special sightseeing tour of the monuments and museums in Delhi for Divyang children will be organized. Question number 48. Sathiyan Gnansekharan is associated with which sport? The correct answer is option A, table tennis. Indian paddler Sathiyan Gnansekharan has won the Belgium Open title of table tennis in the men's singles category. This was his first pro title. In the final match played at The Haan in Belgium, he defeated local player Nutik Cedric 4-0 score in the final with 15-13, 11-6, 11-2, 17-15. With this victory, he becomes only the second Indian table tennis player to win an ITTF event. Achanta Sharath Kamal was the first Indian table tennis player to win an ITTF event in the year 2012. In the quarterfinals match of the event, he had defeated Stefan Mengel, word number 75. Question number 49. Which of the following countries has been recently hit by the powerful typhoon Megi? The correct answer is option D, Taiwan. Typhoon Megi, known in the Philippines as Typhoon Helen, was a large and powerful tropical cyclone which affected Taiwan and China in late September 2016. It is the 17th named storm and the 7th typhoon of the annual typhoon season. The powerful typhoon Megi has recently hit with winds up to 230 km per hour, causing heavy rains and triggering damaging winds. It is equivalent to Category 4 tropical cyclone. As per the reports, more than 27 lakh homes were left without electricity after some 38 inches of rain fell in Yilan County. Question number 50. The book Driven, the Virat Kohli story has been authored by whom? The answer is option C, Vijay Lokapalli. The book Driven, the Virat Kohli story has been authored by sports journalist Vijay Lokapalli. It is a story about Virat's rapid rise to international stardom, an account punctuated by little known stories by his fellow players, coaches and intimates. Question number 51. Which country has built the world's largest radio telescope? The correct answer is option B, China. China has built the world's largest radio telescope nicknamed Tianyan, that is Heavenly Eye or the Eye of Heaven, or the 500-meter aperture spherical radio telescope. It is called FAST. It is located in Davodang Depression, a natural basin in Pingtang County in the Zhejiang province, southwest China. With its opening, the intensive testing phase of the telescope will begin. It will take nearly 3 years to calibrate the instruments of telescope to become fully operational. It will also be used to study stellar radio emissions, gravitational waves and potential signals from extraterrestrial civilizations. China's best supercomputers, the Sky-I-1, will be used to process the massive amounts of data supplied by FAST. Question number 52. Velavan Senthil Kumar is associated with which sport? The correct answer is option D, squash. India's squash player Velavan Senthil Kumar has won the Under-19 Asian Junior Individual Squash Championship title. In the final match held in Kuala Lumpur, he defeated Jordan's Mohammad Al-Sarraj. With this, he becomes the second Indian to win this title after Ravi Dikshit. Among the 31 Indian players that had participated in various age categories at the tournament, there were 2 more medal winners. Tushar Shahani had won the silver medal in boys under 17 and Yash Farte had won the bronze medal in boys under 15 section. Question number 53. Druzhba 2016, the joint military exercise has been started between which of the following countries? The correct answer is option D, Pakistan and Russia. The first military exercise between Russia and Pakistan, named Druzhba 2016, has kicked off in Pakistan. With this, Pakistani Army and Russian ground forces have come together for the first time in military exercises, reflecting growing military ties between the two former Cold War rivals. The military exercise is taking place at the Army High Altitude School in northeast Pakistan's Ratu and at a Special Forces Training Center in Cherat. The 2-week-long joint military drills aim at bolstering and building military cooperation between the two countries. It will involve experience sharing and develop coordination in carrying out practice combat tasks in a mountainous environment, including operations against illegal armed groups. About 200 troops from the two countries will take part in the 2-week-long military drills. Of them, around 70 personnel will be from Russia's southern military district. Question number 54. Name the Indian sportswoman who has won a bronze medal in the 5th Asian Beach Games in Kurush. The correct answer is option C, Pinky Balhara. Pinky Balhara has won the bronze medal in the sporting event of Kurush at the 5th Asian Beach Games held at Da Nang in Vietnam. Kurush is a form of wrestling that has originated from Uzbekistan. In this game, two opponents wear a green and a blue jacket. The participants try to throw the other on the ground. If a player throws down his opponent backward, then he is declared victorious. If the opponent is thrown to one side, then the points are awarded. Question number 55. You have to name the project which is a threat to river dolphins in India. स्टूडेंट्स, इन चार ऑप्शंस में से करेक्ट आंसर है ऑप्शन सी, नेशनल वाटरवे। नेशनल वाटरवेज प्रोजेक्ट है वो बहुत ही बड़ा एनवायरमेंटल थ्रेट है गैंजेटिक डॉल्फिन्स के लिए। दीज फ्रेश वाटर डॉल्फिन स्पीशीज आर प्रैक्टिकली ब्लाइंड। ये डॉल्फिन्स अंधी होती हैं। दे रिलाई ऑन बायोसोनार मेथड टू मूव अराउंड एंड कैच देयर प्रे। इट इज द नेशनल एक्वेटिक एनिमल ऑफ इंडिया। Now, construction of dams and barrages, pollution and lack of awareness also causes the decline in their population. Loss of habitat due to increased developmental work, depletion of prey base, accidental mortality in fishing nets and accidents with vessel propellers are also some anthropogenic threats. The ship's noise levels also disrupt the ability to navigate and find prey. Question number 56. The United Nations Security Council has approved the global implementation of which treaty? The answer is option A, Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. The Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty ये एक multilateral treaty है जो कि न्यूक्लियर एक्सप्लोजन्स को बैन करती है for civilian and for military purposes in all environments. It was adopted by the United Nations General Assembly on 10 September 1996, but it has not entered into force as 8 specific states have not yet ratified the treaty. Question number 57. India and France have signed a deal for purchase of which fighter aircrafts? The correct answer is option C, Rafale. India and France have signed an intergovernmental agreement for the purchase of 36 Rafale fighter jets at a cost of 7.87 billion euros. The deal was signed by Union Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar and his French counterpart Jean-Yves Le Drian, Eric Tripierre in New Delhi. This is the first fighter aircraft deal signed by India with other countries since the purchase of Sukhoi aircraft from Russia in the late 1990s. Question number 58. Name the new project launched by Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for family planning. The answer is option D, Parivar Vikas. The mission Parivar Vikas has been launched with focus on 145 high-focus districts in 7 states. The objective of mission is to accelerate access to high-quality family planning choices based on information, reliable services and supplies within a rights-based framework. Question number 59 is you have to name the joint military exercise between India and Russia. The answer is Indra. The 8th edition of joint military exercise has begun in Russian city of Vladivostok. The main focus is counter-terrorism operations in semi-mountainous and jungle terrain under United Nations mandate. Indian Army contingent is represented by 250 soldiers from the Kumaon Regiment. Russian Army is being represented by 250 soldiers from the 59th Motorized Infantry. Question number 60. Which organization has successfully test-fired the Mica missile? The answer is option C, Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force has successfully fired recently acquired long-range air-to-air Mica missile from Mirage 2000 upgrade combat aircraft on a maneuvering target. It is a single-engine, 4th-generation jet fighter manufactured by France Dassault Aviation. The upgraded Mirage 2000 fighter jets are fitted with the Thales RDY-2 radar, new avionics, helmet-mounted display. They have ability to fire new weapons including BVR, Mica, Meteor missiles. Which film is India's official entry to the Oscar Awards 2017? The answer is option B, Visaranai. The Tamil film Visaranai has been selected as India's official entry to Oscars 2017 in the foreign language film category. The film has been directed by Vetri Maran and is produced by actor Dhanush Wonderbar Films. It is based on M. Chandra Kumar's novel Lock Up. Question number 62. Where in India has the world's largest solar power plant been commissioned? The answer is option A, Kamudhi, Tamil Nadu. The world's largest solar power plant with an installed capacity of 648 megawatt was commissioned at Kamudi in Ramananthapuram district of Tamil Nadu. The plant was set up on an area of around 5,000 acres by Adani Group at total cost of 4,550 crores. It was connected to the grid through a substation. Let us see question number 63. Name the newly appointed Indian ambassador to the US. The answer is option D, Navtej Sarna. The Union government has appointed Navtej Sarna as ambassador to the United States. He will take over from Arun Kumar Singh, who has retired from the service. Navtej Sarna is an Indian Foreign Service officer of the 1980 batch. In his career spanning 35 years, he has handled several important assignments at the Ministry of External Affairs. Prior to this appointment, he was serving as India's High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. Let us see 64th question. You have to name the Indian who has been selected for the 2016 Clark R. Bevin Wildlife Law Enforcement Award. The correct answer is option C, Ritesh Sarothia. Two Indian forest officials have been selected for the 2016 Clark R. Bevin Wildlife Law Enforcement Awards. They are Assistant Conservator Ritesh Sarothia of Madhya Pradesh State Forest Service and Range Officer Sanjay Datta of Belakoba Forest Range Jalpaiguri in West Bengal. Question number 65. Justice Mohan M. Shantanagaudar was sworn in as Chief Justice of which High Court? Students, the correct answer is option B, Kerala High Court. This is Justice Mohan M. Shantanagaudar. He was sworn in as Chief Justice of Kerala High Court as per the Article 219 of the Constitution of India. He was administered oath to office by the Governor, Justice Retired P. Sathasivam, at a function held at the Raj Bhavan. Prior to this appointment, he was serving as Acting Chief Justice of the Kerala High Court. Initially, he had practiced at the Karnataka High Court as an advocate. Later, he was appointed as additional judge in the year 2003. He was elevated as a permanent judge of the Karnataka High Court in September 2004, and he was appointed as acting Chief Justice of Kerala High Court in August 2016. Let us see question number 66. Name the newly appointed Chief Justice of Manipur High Court. The correct answer is Rakesh Ranjan Prasad. Acting Chief Justice of Manipur High Court, Justice Rakesh Ranjan Prasad, was sworn in as the Chief Justice of the High Court. He was administered oath of office by State Governor Dr. Najma Heptullah at Raj Bhavan in Imphal. Question number 67. Name the newly appointed Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. The correct answer is option A, G.C. Gupta. Students, Justice G.C. Gupta has sworn in as Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. He was administered oath by West Bengal Governor Kesari Nath Tripathi. He will have a short tenure as Chief Justice of the High Court as he is due to retire in December 2016. Prior to this appointment, he was judge at the Calcutta High Court. With this appointment for the first sitting judge was made Chief Justice after almost 30 years when Justice Chitatosh Mukherjee became the Chief Justice of the High Court. Question number 68. When is the International Day of Peace celebrated? The answer is option C, September 21. For the International Peace Day celebration, the theme for the year 2016 was the Sustainable Development Goals, Building Blocks for Peace. To inaugurate the day, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon rung the United Nations Peace Bell at UN headquarters in New York City. The bell has inscription on its side reading, "Long live absolute world peace." The bell has been casted from coins donated by children from all continents except Africa. It was given as a gift from the United Nations Association of Japan as a reminder of the human cost of war. Let us see the 69th question. Which of these cities is not listed in the Smart City Mission third batch? The answer is C, Alwar, Rajasthan. The Union Ministry of Urban Development has shortlisted 27 cities from 12 states in the list of third batch of Smart Cities Mission. The cities are Amritsar, Kalyan Dombivli, Ujjain, Tirupati, Nagpur, Mangaluru, Vellore, Thane, Gwalior, Agra, Nashik, Rourkela, Kanpur, Madurai, Tumakuru, Kota, Thanjavur, Namchi, Jalandhar, Shivamoga, Salem, Ajmer, Varanasi, Kohima, Hubli Dharwad, Aurangabad and Vadodara. Question number 70. Name the newly appointed chairperson of the UPSC. The answer is option A, Alka Sirohi. President Pranab Mukherjee has appointed former IAS officer Alka Sirohi as chairperson of UPSC as per Article 316 of the Constitution. She will replace Deepak Gupta, who demits office on 20th September 2016. She will be in office till completion of her term as member on January 3, 2017. She is a retired IAS officer of Madhya Pradesh cadre. Prior to this appointment, she was member of the UPSC. 71st question is, name the supercomputer which has been inaugurated at IIT Guwahati. The answer is option C, Param Ishan. The Union Human Resource Development Minister Prakash Javadekar has inaugurated the supercomputer Param Ishan at IIT Guwahati campus. Param Ishan is the fastest and the most powerful computer in northeast, eastern and southern region of India outside Bengaluru. Param Ishan has been jointly developed by IIT Guwahati and CDAC, that is Center for Development of Advanced Computing. Question number 72. Name BEL's first woman director. Students, the answer is option A, Anandi Ramalingam. Anandi Ramalingam has assumed charge as Director Marketing of the public sector Bharat Electronics Limited. With this, she becomes the first woman to be appointed as the director of the company. Prior to this appointment, she was the general manager heading the Military Communications Strategic Business Unit at BEL's Bengaluru complex. Let us see the 73rd question. You have to name the new district which has been formed in Haryana, and the correct answer is option B, Charkhi Dadri. This is the map of India. Here you can see this is Haryana, and in Haryana this is the district of Bhiwani, which has been bifurcated into a new district, Charkhi Dadri. The Haryana government has announced Charkhi Dadri as the 22nd district of the state. At present, it is part of Bhiwani, the state's largest district, carved out in December 22, 1972. It was announced by Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar at a public rally in Dadri in Bhiwani district. The new district will have two state assembly constituencies, Dadri and Bhadra, under its jurisdiction. 74th question is, you have to name the writer who has won the Fellows of Nature South Asia Short Story Award in Nature Writing. The answer is option A, Meghna Pant. Writer Meghna Pant has won the Fellows of Nature South Asia Short Story Award in Nature Writing. The award will be presented to her for her short story People of the Sun at Kumaon Literary Festival in October 2016. Her story was shortlisted from over 165 entries received from across South Asia. Meghna Pant is Mumbai-based writer. She has penned a novel, One and a Half Wife, and a collection of short stories called Happy Birthday. The award revives nature writing and brings the spotlight on critical environment issues like climate change through this form of literature. The annual Kumaon Literary Festival gives this award in partnership with the French Institute of India and Wildlife Trust of India. Question number 75. What day is celebrated on the 16th of September? The answer is option C, International Day for Preservation of Ozone Layer. The World Ozone Day is commemoration of the date in 1987 on which the Montreal Protocol was signed on substances that deplete the ozone layer. The theme for the year 2016 is Ozone and Climate, Restored by a World United. The UN General Assembly has designated 16 September as the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer on December 19, 1994. Question number 76 is, name the spacecraft of NASA which will make observations on Saturn. The answer is option B, Cassini. NASA's Cassini spacecraft, after studying Saturn, its rings and moons for more than 12 years, has entered the final year of its epic voyage. In its epic voyage, the Cassini spacecraft will make the closest ever observations of the planet. Beginning November 30, 2016, Cassini will make the closest ever observations of Saturn. Question number 77. Name the research scholar who has won the prestigious 2016 Marconi Society Paul Baran Young Scholar Award. The answer is option A, Dinesh Bharadia. Indian-born researcher Dinesh Bharadia has won the prestigious 2016 Marconi Society Paul Baran Young Scholar Award for his contribution to radio waves. He hails from Maharashtra. Presently, he is a researcher at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, a doctorate from Stanford University, and alumnus of IIT Kanpur. The award is named after Nobel laureate Guglielmo Marconi, who had invented the radio. It was instituted by his daughter Gioia Marconi Braga through an endowment in the year 1974. The award is equivalent of the Nobel Prize in Science and Technology domain. Thank you for watching this. I hope it was useful to you, and do subscribe to our channel Success CDs Education.